JDRF's vision is to find a cure for type 1 diabetes, and knowing that my work every day is contributing to finding a cure for a disease is incredibly empowering and fulfilling. And we will find a cure, and until we do, we are working at JDRF to find ways to treat the disease, so we are improving the lives of those who live with type 1 diabetes.
Well, before I came to Cincinnati, I had never volunteered for anything. That was 42 years ago. I got here and I found a community that just thought volunteerism was human nature. And so I looked around for opportunities, got some of them through friends of mine, and I got involved with the Ronald McDonald House. And while I've been involved with 24 other charities, the Ronald McDonald House has been the one consistent one that I've stuck with over the years.
I think I'm passionate about serving a nonprofit organization through volunteerism because I've been given so much. I mean, I'm probably the luckiest guy on the planet. I was born to a great set of parents. I've got a wonderful family. My health is, I'm doing fine in terms of my own health, and it's an obligation that I feel I've got to pay back somehow. And volunteerism is the way I'm able to make a small, donation towards the huge credit that I think I owe based on what I've been given.
I'm passionate about serving the University of Cincinnati because I understand the importance of public education. I believe education is the single most important tool to really transforming the world. And when you look at most of the problems that go on today, all of them require us to be more educated and have more leaders that are educated. So I understand the transformational impact that education can have, and my goal is to make sure that more people have access to that, and that's why it's important. The University of Cincinnati is key in that, in making sure that more people have access to education and that it's available to all.
I'm passionate about serving on a nonprofit board because I think it's a great way to give back to the community, and I've been fortunate and very lucky to have been able to pursue the career that I've pursued, which has allowed me to give back to the community. And for example, I'm on the board of the Cincinnati State Foundation, and we raise money to provide scholarships for children, and a lot of these children, and as well as young adults and mid-career adults, this is their only opportunity to pursue a higher education, upgrade their skills, and support their families. So it makes me feel good that I'm able to be in a position to do that.
I mean, all people are impacted by cancer. So I think the cancer support community has a huge impact on our community because, our goal, our vision is to make sure that nobody faces cancer alone. And for us to be able to deliver free support services to people in our community, I think we can really make a difference in helping those people who are suffering from cancer, those people who have loved ones who are suffering from cancer to get through that difficult period in their lives.
Volunteerism has done a lot for our community. I look back to when I moved to Cincinnati 20 years ago, and Cincinnati was a whole different situation. There was not as many nonprofit organizations. Today, when you look through the beautiful magazines of Venue and other outlets, you see that the nonprofit world has grown, and the cultural diversity that Cincinnati has had to offer in the past few years has brought different people with different mindsets, and I think we're all unite together to make Cincinnati a wonderful community to live with.
The Clifton Culture Arts Center, we did take this building that was vacated by CPS in 2006, and we really transformed it into a community arts center, and which has really brought together families from not only the Clifton and Uptown area, but from the surrounding communities to attend cultural events, to attend civic events, to attend classes. And we offer classes for children, for teens, young adults, up to senior citizens. And people have come up to me at the end of our Wednesdays on the Green concerts and have said to me, what a great use of the space and the facility, and this has really brought the neighborhood together and brought people together, And a lot of people have made new friends, they become reacquainted with old friends, and we've really fostered a real sense of community.
My goal is to bring cultural diversity to everything I do. I'm an immigrant. I'm from the beautiful country of Iran, and I feel that it's very important to bring my cultural heritage to the different organizations that I'm involved with. Whether it's the Parks Foundation or the Cincinnati Opera, I like to bring cultural diversity to every venue that I'm involved with.
What's the kindest thing I've ever seen? There's a fellow that I work with at the Ronald McDonald House who was with P&G for 35 years. He retired and decided to come to the Ronald McDonald House as a volunteer. This week, he passed 20,000 hours of volunteering. That translates into 2,500 8-hour days. And he's still going. It's a remarkable thing that a person would give of that much of himself to families. And people have been talking about him for years. He won the award this year for the Volunteer of the Year.
The kindest thing I've ever seen done at JDRF is something that unfortunately happens on a regular basis, and that is that we get a call at the office from a family who has just received a diagnosis of type 1 diabetes for their child. And for them, their world has been completely turned upside down. They don't know what to do, they don't know where to start. It's often said that JDRF is the best family that you never want to be a part of, and I see that that's true when we get these calls. We're able to partner up one of our JDRF volunteer mentors with these newly diagnosed families. They're able to hold their hand, walk them through the process of coping with a new diagnosis, reassure them every step of the way that life will go on. It will be a new normal, but we can live and cope with this disease thanks to the treatments that JDRF has been able to develop.
I think the kindest thing I've ever seen done by another person is probably my mother. I look at what she's done for many members for her family. She's helped take care of many kids within her family. We have a really big family. She has 12 brothers and sisters. And some had some, unfortunate missteps along the way. So some were on drugs or had other problems, and she took care of the kids during that time, and so they were kind of raising my brothers and sisters too. There was no award for that, and some of the parents were even upset that she did that, but it was about the kids, and so that's the kindest thing I've seen done. She doesn't get many accolades for that, but it's something she has done all her life, and she is the reason, and my parents are the reason why I'm so involved and feel a sense of civic duty in my life.
If I could possess a superpower, it would be to clone myself, because in the nonprofit world, we know that there are just never enough hours in the day to do everything that we want to do. So I would love to have multiple me's to go out there and find even more volunteers, have more events, more amazing walks and galas, to raise even more money to find a cure for type 1 diabetes and do the great work that JDRF does.